Hello, and this is the final assignment for the course Teaching English to Adolescents and Adults for the university UNAD. My name is Juan Carlos Montoya, and today I'm talking about the designing of the lesson and the material for a class. This class is for adolescents from 9th grade, and the topic is comparative self-superiority. So the lesson plan is divided into different stages, and I will explain about every single stage, and the material is going to be used for this lesson plan. So the first part of the lesson is going to be the warm-up. For the warm-up activity, we are going to have a hot potato game, which is a simple game. It consists in that we're going to use a bowl, and the students are going to be sit on the floor or on their seats, depending on how they feel more comfortable. And the idea is that they're going to pass hand by hand. They can throw the ball. We're going to pass hand by hand the ball, and I'm going to be backwards and to them, and I'm going to be saying hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. When it stops saying hot potato, the person with the ball is going to, I'm going to tell him or her an adjective, and they're going to say the comparative. But for this game, the comparatives are going to be short comparatives. So they have to use ER and then for the comparative, and then they will have to use a sentence, the word in the sentence. So the idea is that they remind the previous class vocabulary, which is about comparative self-superiority, but short adjectives. And today we are going to work with comparative self-superiority, but long adjectives. So this is going to be like a warm-up, but at the same time it's going to be reviewing of the vocabulary and the topic for the previous class. So we're going to spend 10 minutes playing this game. And after this, we are going to continue with the second stage, or with the next stage, which is the presentation. For the presentation, I'm going to show students some pictures about the new vocabulary they are going to learn in this class. And then after that, I'm going to ask students what they think about the vocabulary is. It means they're going to say what they think it is in every picture, like cheerful, helpful, creative, disorganized, talkative. And then I'm going to ask them to say sentences using like a comparative. They are going to compare like some people or according to their personalities. And with this, I'm going to write the sentences on the board, and after that I can introduce the topic. Why to do this? Because sometimes students, they have the knowledge, or they know it, they don't know how, but they just know it, and then I'm going to allow them to give their opinions and to try to get the point by themselves. And if they can, well, obviously I'm going to lead them to the point, to the target language, which is the comparative self-superiority. And I'm going to ask them to have like the comparison, yes, between the other adjectives, short adjectives with long adjectives as well. After this, students are going to be practicing the textbook, which is the Engage second edition. And this textbook, it belongs to Oxford publisher, and it was built by Gregory Manning, Alicia Artesi, Robert Quinn, Alistair McCullen, and Clark Tucker. And it is a book that we are using in class. So students are going to have some exercises for this practice, which are this. They're going to complete sentences with the vocabulary from the previous stage, the presentation, and then they are going to write some sentences too, and they are going to have a listening task. And for this listening task, it is going to be divided into 3 stages. So for the first stage of the listening task is going to be the pre-listening. And then for the pre-listening, I will tell students that they're going to listen to some people. Okay, but first of all, students are going to be divided into 2 groups. And previously, I have pasted outside the classroom the words related to the vocabulary for this class, which is the competitive, sociable, and all this vocabulary that I mentioned previously. So they're going to be in pairs, and then I'm going, in 2 groups, and then they are going to listen to the description of a person, and after that, one person of the group is going to go out of the classroom and look for the paper according to the description, and then he or she is going to come back to the classroom, and if they take the correct word, the group is going to have a point, right? So this is what I'm going to explain then about what I have to do. This is the pre-listening, and after that it comes the listening, which is the part in which they are going to listen to this.
My room is really messy. I can't find anything. It's terrible.
So in this situation, this person is disorganized. Students have to go out to the classroom and look for the word and bring it back to the classroom. And so that is going to be while. This is the second stage for the listening task. The while is when they are listening to the description, they're going to do the exercise I mentioned. And after that, it comes the post task, which is the post listen after listening, and in that part, they're going to say if they feel identified with any of them. After this, we are going to continue with the next stage, and this is the production. Students are going to be divided into different groups, and every group is going to take a paper, and every paper it has a category written on it, and what they're going to do is to talk about what they think about these topics using comparatives of superiority. Minimum, they're going to use 6 sentences, and after that they are going to share the information with the group, with the class. And after this, we are going to have, the assessment. This is a very important part of the class, because the assessment is not going to be only in what stage of the class. So it's going to be how to do it through all of the class. So from every part, stage of the class, we're going to have an assess, and it's going to be mainly in the production, practice, and the wrap-up activity. So this is the way it's going to be. It's not gonna have just one stage for this. And then they're going to have a consolidation stage, in which teacher is going to point out our student, and it's going to tell him or her an adjective, and that student is going to compare using that word, that adjective, or the teacher is going to say the name of 2 students in the class, and this person is going to say a sentence using a comparative. The assignment is going to be on the book, the workbook, from the book I mentioned at the beginning. It's called Engage 2. And then they are going to have a further practice, and it consists to go to this Guinness World Records official website and just go around and take a look on the page, and it's going to prepare students for the next class, which is going to be about superlatives. So thank you very much.